Hello. Happy Sunday, everybody. This is my second live today, so I don't know if you guys were here for the morning live when I started packing for New York. So it's 11 days till New York. It's 39 days, no alcohol today, so that's really good. Woohoo! And I call myself California sober because I smoke weed. But I'm excited because a lot of these trips were really close together, and I don't remember like how many days I went during some of them, but I know the last one was only 23, so it feels good to get to have more days sober before I go back to New York, before I endeavor on New York again. But this will be my last trip to New York, most likely, like ever, but definitely for a really long time.
Matthew T is first in today.
Oh, hey, Matthew T. Hello. Happy Sunday. Sunday fun day. I'm gonna do my little workout here. It's actually been helping me a lot. Oh my gosh, you guys, I'm getting quite a tan though. Everyone's commenting, they're like, you're really tan. I'm like, I know. Just kind of happened out of nowhere. I mean, I think it's from going to LA. It's not like really out of like nowhere, but I'm just saying like all of a sudden, me and Rich were just like tan. Because we have not been going to the pool much this summer. But then we went a handful of times towards the end of the season here. And so that helped too, laying at the pool. But I think it was primarily being in the ocean in Los Angeles. So we're going to do another LA trip, probably like 2 weeks after New York, probably. Because it'll take me at least a week to get back on my feet again. Even if I don't drink, I get tired from New York. So like, the first week I'm a little like, it takes a second to kind of bounce back. So I wouldn't want to go to LA like that first weekend. That'd be crazy. But I'm really excited, and I'm really happy to not be drinking. So it feels really good. Each day that I don't drink, I feel better. And I don't know why anyone, including like me primarily, and anyone, why we even like alcohol, because it is just so detrimental, you know. And so when you get off of it, like every day you feel better. So I've been really enjoying working out again and getting my health back. And so I'm glad, I don't know what's going to happen this New York trip, but at least this will be the last time I have to worry about it. And that's what I'm looking forward to. So it's like, I'm trying not to stress about what's going to happen this trip, because I want to think about today and not think about 11 days from now. But the best news that I know in my mind is like, oh, this is the last time. So last time I have to deal with this. And if you guys, excuse me, if you guys are not understanding what's going on, is since I've been going to New York for my work trips in this last year, November to November, I've been struggling with drinking when I go to New York. And I don't drink in Vegas or in LA. And it's really not doing me well when I'm in New York. And then it's really hard with the withdrawals when I get home. So I just don't want to keep doing these trips. And then, you know, it doesn't make sense for other reasons too, but I'm just really happy that I don't have to keep going, because the constant battle with am I going to drink or am I not, you know? And so that I won't even have to talk about it anymore, and I'm excited for that. So, okay, we're going to...
I haven't drank in years.
Good for you.
Opens too many doors.
Yeah, no, I was sober for years, and that's why it's weird for me to be.
Is the way to go.
Yeah, and listen, what's kind of crazy is I kind of had to get knocked off my pedestal, because I was one of those sober people for a really long time. Like, I was sober without weed for a really long time, and then I ended up being sober with weed, Cali sober. But I was not ever thinking I was going to drink alcohol again. And so when this happened, it's kind of like really set me back, because I was normally the person being like, who would ever drink alcohol, you know what I mean? And then me. So I feel good about that it happened, because I was definitely being arrogant.
Humbled you.
Yeah, humbling is the right word, yeah. Okay, let me start my push-ups here. It was humbling, yeah, because I was really arrogant when I was sober and so healthy, so I thought, you know, on my carnivore diet, you know, but it turns out we weren't really as healthy as we thought, because we were being too rigid, you know, like now we're doing it better the way we're doing it, not so like I'm gonna be like insane, which is like nothing but beef burgers and I don't know, just the way we went about it. Okay, so on push-ups, I'm gonna go right here. There's so many of these chairs. I think there was 2 of these tables, so there's like enough of these chairs for like 2 tables. So there's like too many chairs for the fact that there's only 1 table out here. Okay, I'm gonna attempt to do my 20 push-ups now. I normally, before these New York trips, I was like really good at push-ups. But ever since these New York trips, my push-ups are dicey, okay? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. It's good enough. I know they weren't perfect. Good enough. At least I'm getting pretty close to 20. Like when I first started doing this after drinking for 12 days, I couldn't even barely do 10. I know I'm not doing 20 absolutely perfect, but close enough. Good enough for me. Okay, I used to do them better, so I know that I can do them better. It's just not right now. I'm gonna do crunches. I'm gonna do 200 crunches. So I'm gonna do 100 crunches with my legs up in the air and going this way, and then I'm gonna do 50 this way, okay? So I just like to do this little light workout each day. It helps. It's really been helping, actually. I feel like give me just a little bit of toning. I mean, it's not over the top. If I really want to get toned, I gotta probably work out a little more than I do. But it's doing pretty well. Okay. I'm gonna do 100. Sorry. I need some water. Where is that? It's over there. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60, 61, 62, 63, 64, 65, 66, 67, 68, 69, 70, 71, 72, 73, 74, 75, 76, 77, 78, 79, 80, 81, 82, 83, 84, 85, 86, 87, 88, 89, 90, 91, 92, 93, 94, 95, 96, 97, 98, 99, 100. All right, now let's do 50 each way here. All right, it's a pretty simple workout, but it feels good. I feel the burn when I'm done. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50. Alright. Oh, Richard, if you're listening, I need the weights. I think we forgot the weights again. The little green weights. I actually remember, but I think Richard forgot. I told him to grab them. I think he forgot to bring them. Oh, I need 50 this way. One. We're gonna need a little weights. I think we forgot. Ah, you got them. Good. Thank you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50. All right, I'm gonna get a drink of water and then we're gonna do some squats with my little green weights. All right, let me get my little green weights. Oops. Okay. Here we go. Let's see if I can do these right today. Do 20 squats. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. All right, let's do some nunchucks. I know I'm good. Oh, I feel frail in the burn, you guys. You'd be surprised. Pretty good workout. Iggy. Iggy Azalea. Yes to me. Plastic to me. Okay. I'm gonna do some nunchucks. Are you guys ready? I'm gonna love you until you hate me. It's difficult with these shoes. Oh. What happens if you're a little tired? You'll hit yourself with the nunchucks, so you can't do them too long. I'll do one more time up and then I'm going to pop a squat. Oh no. I can tell my arms are tired from the push-ups today. Oof. All right. And I think that incorporating the squats is good too. Oh, where should I sit? Right there?
Yeah, that sounds good.
Yeah. It actually is really nice right now, yeah.
People hit the light.
please hit the likes, you guys. I really appreciate that. And please subscribe if you haven't already. I appreciate that too. I love it when you guys, because it lets me know at the end of a live how many people subscribe. I really appreciate that. And then of course it shows you the likes and things like that. So all those little things really make a difference. And I really appreciate it. And then I also like if you give it a little tap on the right side just with your finger or whatever. And for the little emojis, the hearts or whatever. I like that. And all that stuff's free, it doesn't cost you anything. To just a little support, we appreciate that. So thank you so much. Thank you kindly. Thank you in advance.
Let's do a short one today because we did a blog earlier.
Yeah, I'll talk for a bit. Yeah, we did a blog earlier. So I was packing for New York. If you guys are part of that, I don't know. I love packing. I'm going to have an issue this time though. Oof. I don't know. I want to bring these 3 sweatshirts. I knew this was going to be an issue. That's why I wear, if you guys notice when I'm in New York, I'll wear similar clothes. Because I could just bring another bag. And this time I'm getting picked up from the airport, but I just don't like to. I don't know. I don't like checking on a bag because then you got to go wait for it to, and the person's picking me up like in front of the airport and they're coming like when I land. So then they're going to have to wait. Then I have to circle. I don't know. It's easier for me to just get off the plane with what I have. And I like that then when I travel by the public transportation, I like the same thing because my bag's so easy because they stack on top of each other. If I have another bag, it's just so much more awkward. So I really try to keep it concise, but winter makes it hard because it's going to be cold there. It's November. And it won't be overly cold, but it will be cold. You need warm stuff because it could be cold. And I don't know. It's really, I've traveled this time. I've traveled in January, which is even colder there, but gosh, I don't know. I must be bringing more than I used to bring. I don't know what's going on because I'm like, I don't know what's going to happen. I think I'll make it work, but it's really difficult. And I can only bring 1 pair of shoes. And I don't want to just have boots, but I'm like, so it's difficult. But I like it that way too because otherwise you overbring. You always overpack, Even me, I overpack in some way or another where even when I'm like so concise, but I'll still bring a couple things that I never wear, and I'm like, I didn't need to bring those. But then I'm like, man, I didn't bring anything. I end up buying things there often, like a sweatshirt, so maybe I'll just buy a sweatshirt there. But I kind of don't want to, I'll have to just leave one of those. I'll be able to bring 2. And the other one, I'll just be like, I'll have to buy one of those, like those New York sweatshirts. I always get anyways. What I usually do is I buy them and I wear them there, and then if it's a small, Gloria can still wear it. But when I buy stuff for other people, I'll get medium and large for everyone else. But the smalls, I'll often give Gloria the ones that I wore in New York that I don't want anymore. And then I also get her mediums, but so she'll wear both. She likes both. Because not extra small, those are smalls. Gloria can't wear extra small, but she likes small. I just gave her my pants that I wore like the whole trip last time. They're like loungy pants. They were by I forget, Rip Curl or something like that. They were black and they they're almost like sweatpants but not sweatpants. They were like a different kind of material. That's kind of like a lighter material. So they're good for actually Vegas, and they're size small though. And I gave them to Gloria. I said, I don't know if this will fit, baby, but do you want them? Oh, she's Joy, they fit perfect. She loves them, so she's wearing them right now. So a lot of times, I'm not trying to like give her hand-me-downs, but I love hand-me-downs. I grew up the younger child, so it was all about hand-me-downs. But what happens is, I'll get something that maybe worked out in New York, but like that I don't really need here, So then it's like, that's why I wish I could kind of bring more stuff. But I get stuff for cheap, so it's not a big deal. And then, it ends up good cycle around the family. Annette will even sometimes wear small, but that's a little snug on her, those tops that are small for her. But anyway, so it is day 39, no alcohol. I talked about that this morning, but it still is. I didn't have alcohol in between the 2 blogs. I'm excited because this is going to be I think my longest time in between trips of being no alcohol, so Cali sober, because I know the trip before this was only 23 days apart, and then I feel like there was another one that was like 45 days apart or something, but this one's 50 days apart, so it's going to be 50 days no alcohol. So I feel pretty strong well, I feel really strong now, so I feel like I'm going to feel even stronger in 11 days, if that makes sense. But it also is a little daunting, the idea of going. But like I said, I'm pretty excited because the first day is kind of already figured out, where it would be really weird if I ended up drinking the first day. So where sometimes that first day is a little bit more of like, oh, because you arrive and it may or may not work, and I'm just sitting there. It's like, no, I'm going to be working right away, and I'm just going to be tired by the time I'm done with work and I'm probably going to dinner. But this person doesn't drink, so it would be weird for me to get a cocktail at dinner with this person. Like they wouldn't like that. So it's good for me. It's, like another sober person. And so I'm excited, and I'm excited to get picked up from the airport because it just feels better than, I don't mind public transportation because I'm really funny. Like, I love the subway because my grandpa worked for the MTA, which is the bus line there, which is the subway as well. It's all MTA. It's Metro Transit Authority, I think is what they call it, or something like that. Something like that. And he worked for the bus, and it's the same name, the MTA, for 30 years in New York City, and then he worked in Los Angeles till he died. He died at 64. But I don't know. I like it because I don't know if it was because, like, it reminds me of my grandpa, but I never saw my grandpa drive a bus. I was too young, but going on the subway and stuff, like I'll like choke up, I'll get like all emotional. So when I go to New York, I get really emotional because my mom and both of her parents are all from New York. They're from, my grandpa's from Long Island and my mom is from Long Island, and my grandma was from Queens, but then she lived in Long Island, with my family though, They all lived there till my mom was 18, and then they all moved to California. So I never went to New York until 2021, but all I ever heard about was New York, but they've all passed now. So when I go to New York, there's just like this insane presence of my family. Like, it's insane. Like, it's sometimes intoxicating in the sense of like, that's another thing that it makes it hard for me there is I love it and it can be too much at the same token. Like it can sometimes be too much because it's almost like, my family goes like, oh, you're in New York. Like however it works with the people from on the other side, all I know is when I'm there, it's just like their presence is so strong. And it's like everything, I feel like they're like showing me the stuff even though they're not here anymore. So I get choked up. I have a good time. That's what people get confused with me in New York. Because at times it'll look like, oh my gosh, Joy is like ecstatic. And there is a lot of euphoria there because I am experiencing a lot of emotions. So a lot of times here, I shut down my emotions a lot because I don't know, I'm just like melancholy. So there I'm just being very expressive and I'm expressing all emotions, because I'm overwhelmed with emotions. And often at home, I try not to get that emotional because like sometimes there I'll just start bawling. I'll be like in public in New York and I'll crouch down like in a corner and put my head down like this because I get embarrassed because like you can see I'm just like bawling, like the tears just flow. I'll have sunglasses on, but you can just see this. I'm like, oh, this is embarrassing. Because I get embarrassed even like in front of strangers, like get that emotional. But it happens a lot there because there's just like a large presence of my, dead relatives. And, I don't know what I believe about where people go in the next life, but I do feel they go somewhere because I feel their presence sometimes stronger than other times. Like I said, in New York, it's really strong. Here, not as much. It's almost like they're there, they're not here. I don't know how it works, but it would make sense that they're there. They would not be like, oh, where, like, let's say, this way I like to think of it, and everyone has their different beliefs. I like to think of that, if you did live a good life or if things, went right for you, then you would get a choice where you want to be, like as a ghost or whatever you want to think of it. And I know my family would choose New York. There's no way they would choose Las Vegas, like ever, like that. So I don't feel their presence as much here, I do, but not to that level. When I go there, it's like, which is, like I said, it's overwhelming and it's too much at sometimes too, because to be in that constant state of emotion it's hard to function in life that way. That's something in New York, it's a lot for me. It's a lot. It's a lot of energy there. It's a lot of emotion there. It's a lot of lack of sleep there, because it's weird. I sleep like crazy here. There, I have a hard time even falling asleep, and it's the craziest thing because I'm drinking alcohol, which alcohol usually makes me knock out anywhere else. There, I'm like, for some reason, it keeps me awake. It's this city that never sleeps, and it's not any other sort of stimulant. I don't even drink coffee, and it's not any drug. It's just literally something there, like the energy of the people. You don't want to go to sleep. Or here, we're in a retirement community. I love going to bed at like 5 p.m. I'm like, all right, we've had dinner, let's go to bed. You know what I mean? And there, I'm just awake. But for me, I'm someone that likes a lot of sleep. So, you know, a week into it, 12 days into it, I'm sleeping, but I'm not sleeping as much as I normally do, if that makes sense. And I'm also nervous, and sometimes I'm working at night, but also when I'm sleeping, I'm nervous. I might miss a phone call or something, so it's not a very deep sleep. It's like listening for every tone of your phone. Where here, I just zonk out and let Richard wake me up if something's important, if there's a fire alarm or something. But there I'm by myself, so I need to be aware of sounds. Especially, like, I won't put music in my ear when I go to bed in New York, because I feel like I would not hear, like, even a fire alarm or something. You know what I mean? Because it's weird. I'll tune out everything. So I won't do that, because there I'm by myself. And I don't know if anyone else feels that way. Like, when they're home, they feel they have other people around to make sure, like, you're safe. Like, if there's a fire, hopefully someone else will notice. But when you're all alone, it can be crazy if you're, like, a deep sleeper. And I can be a deep sleeper. And so in New York, I tend to almost be scared to go to sleep, because I'm like, I don't want to be in a deep sleep where I miss something, or like don't hear something, or. So Richard sometimes will have to like call me several times to get a hold of me, and he'll know that I'm asleep, and he'll just keep calling, and eventually I'll hear it. Eventually I'll be like, it'll be like in my dream, and I'm like, there's a phone ringing. Like, this happens so many times. I'll be like in a dream, and I'm like, there's a phone. And then I'm like, oh wait, I think that's my phone, and then I like wake myself out of a dream. That happens a lot when I'm in New York. I don't know if that happens to anyone else, where you hear like your alarm, like, what is that? What is that noise? And you wake yourself out of it, like wakes you out of a dream. But I wish I remembered more dreams. You guys remember your dreams much? I don't very often, unless something like that happens, and I might. But I always wish I did, because I'll know that I dreamt, but I'm like, I don't remember it, but I know it was something interesting, Because last night I had something going on. Oh, you'd have to ask Richard what I said to him. I don't remember what I said it was. But I was having a scary dream, like a nightmare, where I was yelling because I said something was happening. And I told him when I woke up, but I can't remember now. But he came and said, Joy, are you okay? Are you okay? And I said, I told him whatever it was in my dream, but I can't remember what I said, because then I went back to sleep. But yeah, that's a big bird. He likes to eat mice, that one. I can see that. So today is day 39. I'm really proud of myself. Tomorrow is 40, which is my age. And I know it. I was sober for years, so like it shouldn't seem significant. And I know like if I keep having to start over, with these trips to New York, but that's why I'm glad they're gonna end. This is the last one. But it still feels significant every time you get there. It does. It still feels good. You're like...
I'm taking Mom to the pool real quick.
Oh, okay. Oh, she's going now.
Yeah, and then I'm going to, because it's Sunday.
Oh, she's going to...
And I'll make your lunch.
Oh, that'd be great. Okay, good.
And then tell everybody to hit the like and subscribe.
Okay. So Richard is taking Gloria to the pool, which I'm surprised she's going so late, but it is really nice out, so it is kind of perfect. Please hit the thumbs up there, the likes. And please subscribe if you like the channel. We'd really like to have you come back. And also, I love if you give the little tappy, tap, tap, tappy on your right hand on your screen for the little emojis. If it's like the hearts or whatever, if it's a poo-poo, I don't care, whatever the little thing is. Just tap it. It's feedback. I like it. Let me know you're alive out there. All that stuff's free. Don't cost you anything, to do those things. And they make a lot of difference to the channel. And just make us happy, when you end the vlog and you go, oh, look at that. I got X amount of likes or something. It feels better than like 0 would not feel good. Oh, do they have a dislike on the lives? Is that a thing? Is that just another stuff? Or did they get rid of that? I don't even. I'm so bad. I don't look at the things. I should know these things. Because dislikes not fun. But anyways, we first started on Periscope, which I don't know if you guys know, that's gone now. It's not even existent. And it was bought by Twitter, which is now gone. It's X. Isn't that funny? Wow. Man, I'm old. And it was the first one that did the lives. Like, this is before YouTube did. And so I think it kind of jumped off the live thing for everybody. And theirs wasn't any money involved at first, so it was just getting hearts. So then that was the little taps, the not even necessarily the thumb up, the taps. So I like both. I like the thumb up and the taps. Give me a little tappy, because both of them feel good. But on there, it was really fun when we would blog. We would know if people were liking it or if people were live out there, if they were just tapping it, because there was not a whole ton of ways to get feedback. And you could comment, but there was no paying for certain things. If you missed a comment, there wasn't a way for someone to jump it out at you anyway, like you can here, like the super chats and stuff. So it was just different, but it was fun. We did that in the beginning. That's what we did when we lived in the cave. So if you guys don't know, we lived in the cave, me and Rich, for 3.5 months. Here in Las Vegas. I mean, it's considered enterprise, but it's pretty much Las Vegas. It's like how you have, this is actually Las Vegas though, because but I think I just may have been Las Vegas as well too. That's the weird thing about Vegas. Okay, so I think Henderson has its own address, like where it's Henderson, but I know Summerlin, the address is still Las Vegas, even though we're in Summerlin, and I don't remember if Enterprise was the same way, but they have these little different pockets of kind of things, but they're still kind of Las Vegas. So that's where there was these caves. We're north, they were more south. But where we are basically is where they were, but south of us. But basically the ones behind us where they put all these houses now is where the cave would have been, but it was further that way. So there was this was a really cool one because everyone would go up there and have bonfires and stuff. And it was not we did not ruin the thing. So unfortunate. Dr. Robert, we called him, because he was a doctor, but he went nuts. And he went nuts, I think, due to alcohol, and I think he has something else. I think he has some mental disorder, and he was an alcoholic. But maybe just alcohol made him go crazy. I don't know. Some alcoholics can just lose their mind. It can make people go crazy. But he was a really bad alcoholic, so Richard used to like to go take photos, and I liked to go as much as I could, but you guys don't know how. When in the beginning, it was so long, and it was awesome because it was good to get us out. But he would be out there forever taking photos, and I'd be like, you know what? Why don't you just go this time? Because sometimes I just was like, I just can't. And he would be like, you're just grumpy, just let me go by myself. But I always try to be supportive. So this one time he had gone, and he discovered these caves, and in there was this hill, and then these caves. He just drove way out on it's on Tropicana and Fort Apache, and but actually not even Tropicana. It's Warm Springs and Fort Apache. But there was this guy in there, and he had made his clothes out of the tops of the cans. He's an alcoholic, from beers, the little tabs that open, the aluminum cans. He made an entire hat and a necklace and this whole outfit where he linked those things together. So Richard just got a kick out of this. He wanted to take this guy's photo. He thought he was from outer space. Oh my goodness. This guy walking out in the desert with this thing and it's reflecting. And Richard's there's some photos of this. So Richard said, I gotta take a photo. So he takes his photo and he comes back telling me about this guy who's, obviously from, planet Mars in Richard's mind. This guy is something else. He said, I gotta have you check this out. So I thought, okay, I'll get out there one of these days, So we're living in this apartment, and Richard's filming everything. He's filming outside everything, and he's filming everything. And because he had just gotten a camera, and he just was it was his favorite thing ever to take photos. As you guys see, we haven't stopped that too much. And I love it. I love photos too. I took photography when I was young. I was one of those two, always with the camera, annoying everyone. But Richard does it even more than me, and I love that. I'm he's better, so I'm you do it, He's you take a photo, so I was you just go. I do it when I'm in New York. But anyways, so he starts filming these things at night that these like UFOs. And people think, oh, UFOs, oh, now you guys are really crazy. Like, you got green Martians. Like, no, UFO just means unidentified flying object. So it's just anything that you don't know what it is. So it's not necessarily, oh, it's from Mars or whatever. But Richard's filming these things, and this is in, so we just had the Mandalay Bay thing, you know, the October 1st, 2017, and now this was November 18, 2017, which is my mom's anniversary. I'm in bed because I'm depressed because of the anniversary of my mom's death in 2017. And Richard's filming stuff. He's like, Joy, get up, come look at this. And I'm like, I don't feel like it. He's like, get up. And I'm sorry. He drags me out of bed, basically, you know, to go, not literally, you know, like, no, I'm fine. So I get up. And I look at him, oh dear, what is that? Because, you know, I was in the Air Force, and I was like, I don't know what that is. You know, because it was like these red lights that are just like going in circles. And it wasn't, so McCarran, which is now Harry Reid, was further away, which we knew because we lived close to these things already. And then where the helicopters come in was a different spot too. So this was like not a route that the planes usually go. And I mean, maybe it was drones or something, I don't know. But we didn't know what it was. And it's just these red lights. And so Richard filmed it, and it went on for like the longest time until he ran out of battery, I think, with his camera. Because it wasn't the iPhone, it was, well, actually, he was doing it with both. I think both of them ran out of battery. But after that, we were just kind of on the ship, like, what is that? So we're kind of like, what is out there in the world? So then, you know, he'd already met Robert. The guy's name was Robert. We call him Dr. Robert, with the crazy aluminum. And then, you know, we see this, and then, so all these things are going together, and we're sober, you know, fully sober. It's just like all these weird things that, like, because we're also in Vegas, where they have supposedly Area 51 and all this stuff. Oh yeah, please hit the likes, you guys. Please hit the likes, and please subscribe. I really appreciate that. It makes me really, really happy. I get really excited every time I see how many subscribers on a blog. It makes me really happy. So and it doesn't cost you anything. And the likes I like too. So, and then I also like the little taps. Give a little tappy, tap, tap, tappy.
Okay, keep going. I'm gonna start your lunch here.
Okay, Richard's gonna start my lunch. Oh, you already took Gloria. That's right. You're already back. Okay, I thought you hadn't even left. I forgot he's just down the street. I'm like, oh, that was fast. Forget. When they go to the store, it's like an hour or so. But anywho, what was I saying? Yeah, so we were just kind of like on this, we were smoking some weed, but not that much weed, because the more Richard was like filming weirder things, we just weren't even home. And we didn't at that time have travel, like, we didn't have like the pipe like we have where we could ever take it anywhere. We just had this little tiny bubbler thing, because we were really new to weed then. You know, we had just started smoking weed towards the end of 2017. So we didn't really have so we only really smoked weed at the house, and not as often because we were just kind of new to it. So there was not like a lot of it wasn't any other drugs or anything, and no alcohol. It was just like our brains were getting more broadened of wait, we're in Las Vegas, where Area 51 is. Are there and then right about the same time, the United States government declares that there's all these UFOs or something. Did you guys remember? It was all around the same time, and so we're just it's crazy. So Richard was just I just can't stay in this apartment, and just with all this going on, because everything just seemed crazy, you know. And then the Mandalay Bay thing just happened. So he's like, let's just pack up the car. And our first plan was to move to California. Actually, at this time, this is in November 2017, and we pack up the car with everything that we actually want. Which we had a 2009 Jaguar XF at the time, XF Premium, and I love our little car. We pack it up, so it's not that big of a car. It was a four-door sedan. Pack it up with everything that we want to keep, which is, you know, not that much, because we had a full apartment. It was a two-bedroom apartment, and we had bought all kinds of stuff. We had all kinds of furniture. We had a king-size Tempur-Pedic bed. We had, you know, a couch. We had these little recliner chairs. We had, you know, this huge fake bush, but a really nice one, this big thing. It was this tree thing. We had, you know, tables and, you know, all kinds. Richard had, you know, a desk and a chair at the desk, and we had, you know, just because one of the rooms we had turned into the entertainment room. We had a 4K 3D, all this stuff. We just leave, okay? We give it to our neighbor. We say, we're letting them know we're checking out in a couple days, and that you're gonna have the key and bring it to them. You take anything you want in the apartment. We have all that furniture, all that. You have anything. We have everything, all of our dishes, everything. And so we only packed up the car, which is, you know, what we thought that you'd want to bring when you're moving, but not dishes and stuff, you know. It was just I actually brought all my uniforms. I brought all my photo albums, things like that, the things you'd want to keep. And we pack up. Oh, we also pack up, like, Richard's father had all of this artwork that he had bought that they're not expensive. They're like worth like $100 a piece, and he bought them for like $100 a piece. But they're called something Bateman, not Jason Bateman, but Robert Bateman, I think is what they're called. And there was tons of them. Then they're all animals. They're really beautiful, but they're not like super valuable. But they were just like something of Richard's father. And we had a storage unit at the time, okay? And we had planned to stop by the storage unit before we decided to maybe move to California and drop off everything and keep our storage unit here in Vegas. And our storage unit had never ever been busy ever because Richard wanted me to go meet Dr. Robert, okay? And so it had never ever been busy. The day that we go there, after we had left our apartment, after we gave the key to our neighbor and then told a friend Zess and everything, and they're like, okay, whatever. And then there's just like 10 people in line for our storage unit. We're like, what? And each thing takes forever. They got in their code and like forever, and then people don't know their codes, and they sit there and like, waiting. We waited for a while. We're like, forget it. He was just like, I want to show you Dr. Robert. So we go over there, and we end up, because it's off-roading over there, and Richard thinks that our car can handle the off-roading better than it could. We end up breaking our oil pan like right away when we get there to where the cave is, because it's like, yeah, there's all these rocks and things like. And so now, like, we're like, oh, now we can't drop our stuff off. So everything in the car, at least it's like we think it's secure because it's locked in the car is what we think, And then Richard's like, oh, it's fine. We'll just stay up in these caves. Because Dr. Robert up there, he had 2 tents, and one tent had a brand new mattress. I guess someone had dropped off for him that he had never used, which we're like, that isn't that fortunate. And like, it was a big like family tent. And then he liked this little dinky one because he liked to sleep by himself in like a smaller tent. So we're like, no one's using that one. So it was like, it had a brand new mattress, and so we got like blankets and things. We went to the Walmart, and so we stayed there. But he started driving us nuts to Dr. Robert, and then so we ended up going to our own cave. Even in the cave, you get annoyed with your neighbors. But what happened is, while we were in the cave, the car got stolen. So first it got broken into, and then it got stolen. There's a whole thing where we could go after the LVMPD because they should have helped us before it got stolen, but whatever. But we didn't feel like dealing with it. But yeah, everything that we wanted to keep was in the car. So that was one of those things that we were pretty upset about, because we don't really care when we lose stuff for the most part, because I mean, it sucks, but like, as long as you are alive and have each other, and you still have your health, you can replace things. It sucks, but certain things you can't, like photo albums and like my uniforms and like Richard's dad's little prints that he had bought, just little things that like that's where I first had some jewelry. Like Gloria actually gave me some jewelry when I first. Gloria actually used to spend a lot of money, and she used to have a lot of money, so she used to like to go to like Macy's and Nordstrom's and stuff. So when I first became a part of the family, Gloria liked to buy me little jewelry things and stuff. And so like I had this like pretty little like opal ring that I had worn, because I didn't want a diamond ring. I actually didn't want a diamond after I saw that Blood Diamond movie. I was like, I'm not going to want a diamond ring for me. So Richard, for many years, I was like, no. So I wore that opal, but then it got lost. And then I was like, I didn't want to get another ring. But then Richard got me, and it says blue topaz, and that makes me really happy, because I don't want a diamond. I really like it. And it's much more affordable, too, because I don't like the idea of actually having something really expensive on my hand. Like, with this ring, like, I'd be devastated if I lost it. I thought I did for a minute, and I was, like, freaking out. Like, I had put it somewhere. It was like, put it somewhere in the kitchen, and I'm sure that kitchen's like an abyss, because I have to take it off when I make the burgers. And I take it off, and then I put it, and then I was like, where is it? It was just had kind of like moved behind something. It got nudged, and I was like freaking out because that kitchen's an abyss over there. And but I found it. But I don't like wearing things that are really expensive. I like things that are like kind of like middle range, where you're not like wearing like the cheapest thing. That's not necessarily very fun. We did that for a long time. We're still kind of doing that, our Walmart and Target stuff. But I kind of like I love, like I said, like the designers that I really like are like Michael Kors. So whatever, like, you would consider that. I mean, it's not that expensive, Or like, I really like Betsy Johnson. She's wacky, but I like a lot of her stuff. Some of her stuff is so off the wall. I don't know if you guys ever seen Betsy Johnson stuff. She's got some neat stuff. I used to buy all of her heels, but I would get them on eBay. They were used, but like almost new. Like people couldn't wear them because they were like super high stilettos. And I used to be really good at wearing. I mean, I still could. I just don't prefer to wear that anymore. But I can wear really high stilettos. But now I prefer to wear like a chunky heel. It's just easier, or like a wedge. But these were beautiful stilettos, and I had several pairs that I got on eBay because I could never afford them new. This is many years ago. But I ended up, I think, leaving some in Vegas. I think I'd given some to neighbors. And then the other ones, I ended up having to leave in New York when we had to move because it was one of those things like, do the stilettos come or these other shoes? Because as much as I loved them, they were not things that, they weren't practical. But they were fabulous for photos. And I had all different ones. I had like black ones with like a red heel. And then I had like black ones with like a white, yellow heel. And then I had like these ones that had like flowers. And then I had like leopard ones and like all these different ones. They were beautiful heels. It like they looked awesome in photos. I have the photos somewhere. So some of the photos I still have. I don't have all my photos. But luckily, before we went to the cave, like not too long before either, Richard started scanning like all of my photos of like that I had of my mom, because I had like them in like this little box. And so luckily he scans them, otherwise I wouldn't even have a photo of my mom at all. Like, and so I have some digital, but it's really limited. Like and so it kind of makes me sad because there's like never going to be a new one unless someone from my family shows me one, but I doubt that's gonna happen. So it's just like, that's a sad thought when you're like, oh, I'll never see a new photo of this loved one. And my grandpa, I only have like probably 2 photos of, and my grandma. So it's just kind of sad when those things go away. But luckily, like Richard preserved some of that for me. Otherwise, I'd be like devastated because my sister would probably send me some photos if I really wanted it, but it's just a pain in the neck. She acts like it's such a pain to ask her for something like that. Oh my gosh. And then she'll send you like 3 photos and they won't even be like near what you wanted, but you're like, all right. Oh, let me think if I could get to that. I'm like, it's not that hard. My sister acts like everything is the hardest thing, so you just don't feel like asking her for anything. Because my sister is one of those people, not to bitch about my sister, which I know I'm doing, like she acts like having children is like that's like, oh my gosh, like that you have no time for anything else in the entire world. And I know having children is difficult, but I know a lot of people don't bitch to the level she does with like the way it's just like, oh, like every time I talk to her, which I talked to my sister like, well, at first I didn't talk to her for like 10 years, and then I talked to her, and then it goes about sometimes like a year before I'll talk to her again, and then lately I've talked to her, you know, every 6 months or something. But this last time, I don't remember if it had been a year or 6 months since I'd talked to her. But like, it was like, oh, I need to play with my son tonight. And I'm like, her son lives with her every day. Like she has stepsons that split houses, but her son is the only one that's there always. And she's like one of those overbearing mothers. So it's like all she does is play with her son after work, which I'm glad she's a good mom, but it's like you never talk to your sister ever, and it's like, oh, sorry, I have to let you go. I can only talk for like 5-10 minutes because I gotta go play with my son. I'm like, you're not gonna say don't do that. Don't go play with your son, but you're just kind of like, all right, you couldn't make like this maybe a little more time. It's weird. I'm just like, I always feel like other people manage time better. Like they have kids, but then they still make time for other people once in a while. But I don't know. I'm not much better than her, so I can't judge her. When I'm home, I don't make time for other people either. Just time for my family. So I guess we're kind of similar in that sense. But I once was family. Not really anymore. I wouldn't even ask to be considered family anymore. I'm kind of like a weird acquaintance now. They barely tolerate. But yeah, it is interesting. So I don't even know how did I get on this topic, but I am bad about that too, though, where I don't know, I think me and my sister were raised to be very family focused. So like when we're home, we try not to like be on our phones and stuff. Like we try to be like focused on the family. So I can't fault her for that. It does suck when I can't talk to her, but it's my own fault because I haven't stayed connected. It's like a couple people's fault in the sense of like, it's not fully my fault. It's partially her fault, but it's probably more my fault than hers. But it kind of just like happened with my family where it dissolved and no one tried. So it's like, it's my fault for not trying, but it's also like, usually the other family members will try a little bit. Like they just didn't try. Like if I didn't try, he just never tried. And it's still that way. So like I'm the one that reaches out, and then I'm the one that's like, go F yourselves, and then like, this is why we don't want to talk to you. And I'm like, I know. But I haven't done that this time. Knock on wood. Now, I ended the conversation good with my dad. I just later went into a tailspin, but with my dad, he got to say his piece of how I'm a mean person, so whatever. But I'm not going to call my dad this trip. I have to like keep telling myself that though, because what happens is when I'm sober, I'm like, I would never call my dad. And then when I drink, I'm like, oh, let me call my dad. And I'm like, why would I do that? And I was saying with my sister. And even my dad's like, why are you calling? I don't know. I tell him I'm drinking. I don't, that's the thing, people always think they're like catching me like, oh, Joy's drinking and not telling him. Like, I'm pretty open about it, you guys. Like, that's the thing in New York, I'm always like, yeah, I've been drinking like every single time. I tell you guys like right away. Where here, I actually take pride in not drinking. Like, I feel good about it. I keep thinking, like, you might just say 19 days, because last time, like, I only made it to 23 because I went on another trip. But it's day 39. So it's like not 9, not 1, not 2, it's 3. So it's pretty exciting, because tomorrow is 40, and that's my age right now, so it's appropriate. Sober the same age I am. But it is a little frustrating to know that I normally have more sobriety than I have right now, but right now I'm kind of still like basking in the fact that I have this amount, you know what I mean? Like I would have thought that I'd be more upset about it, like, oh man, it sucks I broke my years of sobriety. I'm not saying I want to do it again. No, I want this to end, but each kind of like milestone now feels really good, even if it's not where I used to be, if that makes sense. So even though I'm only at day 39, it feels really good. And I know 365 days will feel even better, but I'm not sure it will feel better than this feels right now, in the sense of like, because the beginning days are such an accomplishment that, yeah, of course you'll feel great when you make a year. Of course you do. But something about your first month, your first 3 days, your first 10 days, your first week, well, that'll come before 10 days, your first 2 weeks, you know, those like really big, your first month, you know, those things are like really like impactful, because it was so close, and you're still on like a kind of little bit of a, you know, seesaw, you know, and you are close to going the other direction if you're not careful. And so as you get more and more sober, you're not close. You're like, whatever. Like, you get so far away from it. At least that's some of my experience with it. Like, when I was sober for years, I never thought I'd drink in a million years. Like, it was like, why? I mean, you're just like, and you're so solid. And then you go, well, why does it falter? Well, different things for different people. Mine was going to New York. Some people, it could be something else. But if I had not gotten to New York, I would not have drank. I know that for sure. There's no way I would have drank in Vegas. I wouldn't have just like one day been like, oh, I'm just going to buy some alcohol at the store in Vegas. It's just not what I do. That's what I'm saying. It's a different, I'm living almost like a different life when I'm in New York. Because it's like, it's more like a younger life. Like pretty much young, like too young for me. That's why I get worn out. I'm like I'm 40. I can't keep up at the pace. And most people in New York are in their 20s, 30s, you know. And once they're in their 40s, 50s, or sorry, not just New York. I mean Manhattan, not New York. New York. Manhattan is what I'm trying to say. And I'm talking Manhattan when I'm talking about New York always. Sorry, if I didn't, I should say that. Manhattan is where I stay in Manhattan. That's where it's the young crowd. You know, on a Thursday, Friday, Saturday night, there are just people mulling around everywhere, and all the bars are just packed to the gills. And just that energy for someone like me who associated alcohol with socializing, especially when I was young. Now, as an adult, I don't seek out bars. I don't seek out clubs. I have no desire to go down to the Strip. But when I'm in New York and I'm by myself, somehow this younger spirit comes out of me, and I'm like, oh, but then I feel it so much harder. So I'm reminded, oh, you're 40, Joy, you know. And that's why I'm really excited the trips are ending. But I am excited to do one more, just to kind of have my closure of New York. I'm a little irritated with having to deal with the alcohol aspect, but I still am excited to go, even with that aspect. But I'm glad it's ending. Because this Groundhog Day thing is getting old to me. I know it's getting old to others. It's getting old to me, believe you me. I don't like we're like, oh, I'm feeling great now. I feel like crap again. When I come back from New York, like right before I go to New York, I'm like, oh, I feel fabulous. I'll be day 50. And then when I come home from New York, I'm like, I feel like sicker than I've ever felt ever. Like, so it's such a contrast, and it's kind of annoying to keep going through that. And it's not fun. My withdrawals are bad, you guys. I have a really high pain tolerance, and I'll just go through it. But the worst thing that's been happening, which if I just talk about this, maybe I'll convince myself not to do it, because the worst thing that happens when I get home is I get these insane Charlie horses, like the leg cramps, but in both legs at the same time, and it won't stop. Like, it won't stop for sometimes one time it was like an hour, and I was almost screaming. I'm trying to not wake the ladies, but we're just like, what can I do? I was like, you can't do anything, because if he touches my legs, it hurts even more. But they're stuck in this, because it's my joints are locking up from alcohol. Is so bad for your system, and when I drink alcohol, I forget to eat properly. So for however many days I do it, and if it's 12 days that I'm in New York, then when I come home, my body is so out of whack, and my system is just and I'm dehydrated because I don't drink enough water, which I drink only water when I'm in Vegas. Okay. And then when I go to New York, I forget to drink water if I drink alcohol. And then I'm like, I'm only drinking alcohol. This is terrible. So when I get home, I have all these sort of muscle spasms or something, because my muscles are just dehydrated, and now they're saturated with poison, and so it's the worst thing, because you guys, when your foot falls asleep, or your leg falls asleep, and it gets it's kind of really painful, but it's usually really short. This is it goes on forever, and it keeps happening throughout the night. Once it goes away, you go, oh, thank goodness. Then not, 15, 30 minutes later, it starts again. And no! And it's all night. And then I also get the shakes. Okay. And I get the night terrors. Way worse than last night was just I had a little bit of a nightmare. But this is where I think people are trying to kill me. And I just keep screaming all night, and then I'll go back to sleep, and then I'll scream again, and then go back to sleep, and then scream, and wake myself up through screaming bloody murder, because in whatever is going on in my mind, I think someone's trying to kill me. It's really weird, and I've only experienced that twice now, the last 2 trips. I'd never experienced that before, and that's not fun. And then I just feel I have no energy for a week, basically. So it's why do this to yourself, Joy? So I hope I decide not to. And come home. What would that be? 62 days sober then, if I could make it. Let's see. Oh man, I really hope so. Because just those, the leg things. Oh, it's so bad. And then it was really bad on the ride home on the plane. I mean, the lady gave me a free beer, the flight attendant, because she was just I was embarrassed that someone could tell. And Rich was like, yeah, you smell like liquor and stuff too. I mean, I don't drink liquor, but it was I drink either these terrible strong beers that you get from Whole Foods, or these local ciders or whatever. But over the extended period of time, I guess it gets so much in your system it starts seeping out your pores. So you smell like those people that just smell like a bar. It was embarrassing. So I'd rather not do that. It was very embarrassing on the flight, and I felt like I didn't know what I smelled like to the people next to me. I'm like, I hope I don't reek of alcohol. But I obviously look like hell. Because the flight says, oh, sweetie. She's like, I've been there. Here, you need a beer. And I'm like, oh, how much does it cost? She said, oh, you don't worry about it. Thank goodness I don't pay the price for that stuff on the flights. No, thank you. Especially because it's terrible. It was terrible beer. I hate beer unless it's it's going to be this one. I don't even remember what it's called. But I'm so picky. From someone that like likes alcohol, I'm so darn picky about. No, not that one. No, thank you. Fortunately, if I liked it all, that'd be the worst. I'm really picky. Like I hate wine. I hate wine. I find it to be disgusting. And why? Why drink that? Never. Like there isn't one I've ever liked. Never. No. No, thank you. I don't like beer much either. Like I said, it's like this one that's not too bad, but I don't like it that much. All right. I really hope I stay sober, you guys, because this is just, I do not want to go through that again. But if I do, it'll be the last time, because I'm not going back to New York. It's just too difficult for me. In so many ways, it's too difficult. But it's fun in the same token when I go, like being in Manhattan. But it's just too much. Rich, are you coming ever? He's baking my burgers. I'm getting tired out here. I thought he was going to come bring me my burgers. I had to talk through the thing because he's listening. But I don't like to get up and leave the screen because then you guys just sitting and staring at a chair. But I'm ready for lunch. I'm getting hungry. This is vlog number 2 today, so I don't know how long I've been going, but hopefully it's been about an hour. I don't know what it's been. But yeah, I'm gonna probably do another packing blog as it gets really close to the trip. Yay. Okay. Right. And for the final thing, as we try and cram in the last thing.
We're gonna start doing like just,
Oh, and I also want to do a washing the car blog too again, because we need to do that. All right, your turn. Do you want the chair?
Sure.
Thank you for making my burgers. Every time I get the hiccups. That's funny. I've been doing this the whole time, no hiccups, and then right as I'm ending, I get the hiccups. So perfect timing. Need some water. Need some water. Alright, you guys, we're just going. I'm gonna leave you guys stranded. So Rich is gonna take over the blog, and I'm gonna go have my beef burgers. He made me some wonderful beef burgers. Richard makes really good burgers. Oh yeah, that's great. I like that. Okay, here's the mic.
Oh, thank you.
All right.
Hello, everybody. Hey guys, long time no chat. How's everybody doing?
I'm done with it.
No, I'm good. Let's
Thank you for making my burgers.
You bet. What's up, guys? Jedi Rich here. Is this microphone working? Whoa. 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 There it is. Whoa. There, I found me. There I am. Hi. Hey guys. Hey everybody. What's up? What's up? What's up? Hey Matthew T. Are you still here? You watching football? Time for a little nunchuck workout. Hello, hello, hello. These are good workouts. You put a little force in it, you know? Just kind of flows through it. I know, we do silly dances just because it's a martial arts thing, you know? All right. Whew. You know, it kind of it gets the blood flowing, for sure. How's your guys' Saturday going? All right. Let's do our push-ups. Come on, Joy can do them, we can do them. I was gonna bail out, but like if Jedi Joy can do it, then I definitely can do it too. All right. Let's do 50 push-ups, shall we? Let's begin. 1, 2, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. Oh, all right. Kudos to you at home. They were doing it, following along. Whew. 50 push-ups. Done. Check. Check. Hey, thank you for tappy the little emojis on the right. I don't really care what the emojis are. I like seeing them bubble up. It's kind of a cool effect. Engineers worked hard to do that. You know, it's not as easy as it looks. Oh man. Oh. Okay. 50 push-ups, the nunchucks are out of the way. Let's migrate that away. Joy, did you get your burgers?
Yeah, I'm about to eat them. Thank you.
Okay.
Super excited. I'm eat them right now. I'm really excited. Oh.
Oh, good. Oh, good. Yeah, take the nunchucks. Take these.
Oh, show me the tree.
Yep. That's coming up right. That's exactly what we're gonna do. We got some. The tree is now all for. Is all about. Halloween now. Yeah. Okay. Cool, cool, cool. He got a little Halloween hat even. See his Halloween hat back there? Got a little Halloween hat. I can't fucking believe it. Okay. Oh, jeez. You guys crack me up. Okay. So, welcome to the circus. Whoa, whoa, whoa. As I was saying, welcome to the circus. Almost knocked over the Halloween tree. This is one of Joy's famous treasure finds. The problem with it, this is why they probably got rid of it. But it doesn't happen to me unless I'm moving the chair too much. So, but maybe one of these days I'll get a new chair. Wouldn't that be nice? Okay. Hey guys, thank you for watching. Thank you for hitting the like and subscribe. Share the stream with your friends. And yeah, you know. The thing is, you know, I mean, Joy will disagree with you on this, or disagree with what I'm about to say, but the thing is like I'm not as much of a talker compared to Joy, so I apologize if my subject matter goes slightly astray or you have a hard time following it, because you know, that's kind of Joy's gift. That's what Joy does really good. Can you guys still hear me? Okay. Hey, Elsie, what's up? Happy Sunday to you, Elsie. What's going on? Yeah, I dropped my sister off at church today. It was literally, I mean, we both just flashed back to like when we were kids, because she went to a Catholic high school, and well, I mean, you guys know me. I mean, so and I did it. I went to a public school, and I was very well, you know, I mean, I wouldn't say popular, but I was like the soccer captain of the soccer team and stuff like that. So I was very social, I think is what it is, social. Where my sister was very very studious. So it was kind of funny because here I am all like dropping her off and waving at all the people as we're dropping her off at her to go do her Sunday service. And we just kind of both looked at it. It was pretty funny. And then I went and picked her up. I just picked her up a little bit ago. And now I'm back. I burned my finger cooking the other day. That's why I have this Band-Aid on. You know, you grab those hot iron pans and when you least expect it. And you know what I mean? Yeah. So, you know, do me a favor, guys. Hit the likes. Hit the likes and hit the subscribe if you haven't subscribed already. I appreciate it. Yeah, I know. I'm older than analog. I get it. But here I am. Yeah. Analog. Too bad my name's not Jack. If my name was Jack, I would not call myself Jedi Rich. I'd call myself Analog Jack. Just call me Analog Jack. Yeah. So, hey guys, listen. Halloween is next Friday night. Right? What are we doing? I'm kind of wondering what we should do. What should we do? Do you guys want us to go down on the strip or something? Do you want us to go do something fun like that, or are you guys cool with us just chilling, just doing whatever? Because we could totally go to the strip, hang out down there for a little while. What do you guys want to do? Yeah, man. Hi, hey, Elsie. You know what? I haven't had any time all summer, and you know this. I haven't had any time all summer long to really practice my guitar too much. So I'm pretty much at the level I was where you kind of heard me playing last time. I mean, I know I play like every day, but you know what I mean. Yeah, dirty old blues. So far, a pretty good day, though, I'd say. Nah, well, I mean, you know, that term has taken on quite a few meanings over the years. You know what I mean? That's funny. Oh, hey, Kay Adams, what's going on? Are y'all in Hollywood? Close. Las Vegas. Are you playing? Yeah, I'm playing. Hey guys, do me a favor, double tap that screen and hit those likes. Yeah. All right. I'm gonna go have my lunch now. Watch some Sunday football. Hang out with my family, my wife. So, if you guys don't mind, hit the likes and subscribe and everything. I appreciate it. I really do. You know I do. You know I do. Thank you, mods, for keeping the place cool and collective, as usual. Make sure there's nothing bad going on.